Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling from the Barbie movie give off such a confident energy by leaning into 3 things that anybody can steal. Let's start with the first and my personal favorite, lean into storytelling. Try to spot Ryan Gosling's signature style when he talks about competing as a dancer against twins.
Getting ready to start, which is This Is How You Started. A winning dance number if you want to know. Into the, just off stage, and the 2 twins are standing there like the twins from The Shining. And they're just going like this.
And then here's a story about the mess that his dog made.
There's a little dog, it's below 0, and I thought, oh, what harm can it do? And I let it in the house. When I came back from work, it was like a fecal Jackson Pollock. It was just...
Ryan's storytelling has 2 pieces that I really like. The first is to use nonverbal cues as the punchline instead of your words. Now there are 2 ways that people tend to do this. The first is to exaggerate the story through physical reenactments.
And we're standing in front of the Mona Lisa, and she turns around and she goes, "This museum?" And I said, I said, why?
Yeah.
And she went, because it is not good.
Yeah, NG.
And then the real
NG,
power
man.
move is sometimes she'll turn around and she'll just go.
The second is to make your nonverbal cue the exact opposite of what you're saying, just like this.
We're vibing. This is like Thanksgiving dinner with the family. There's some things you just can't get into. And we're not going to get into it.
Okay.
I don't want to get into it.
Okay.
Not going to get into it. Okay? Not going to get into it.
Okay. That's it.
Not getting into it. Don't get into it.
Keep on going.
Let's not get into it.
I know. I'm very proud of you, man. Yeah, you're doing good. You really are.
The other thing Ryan uses are comedic metaphors. Depicting exaggerated visuals is a surefire way to elicit a reaction. And it doesn't even have to be crude like fecal Jackson Pollock.
I understand the girl-to-boy ratio in your house is now 3 to 1.
Yes,
How's that going?
it's heaven. It's like walking through a field of flowers every day.
Well, congratulations.
I live with angels.
Both techniques that I'm describing, using nonverbal cues and comedic metaphors, are examples of the incongruity theory. This is where you put concepts that don't typically go together side by side to create a laugh. Now Margot's style is slightly different from Ryan's. See if you can spot her trademark through this hilarious story of her honeymoon when she and her husband Tom decided to go to the gym.
Tom puts on these shorts that are like his oldest gym shorts, and they're tiny and they're like really short and there's nothing underneath, so they're, you know, he gets on his bicycle to ride there and I was like, whoa. And running on a treadmill is Ellen. And then you're like, have you met Obama? And we were like, what? And standing next to them is former President Barack Obama.
Now 3 tips that Margot uses when telling stories that I've repeatedly seen from her. 1, reenacting the scene with your body language. Her visual surprise looking at Tom's shorts, her shock running into Ellen. Number 2, reenact the dialogue. She's using present tense the whole time as she's narrating the story. And 3, the stakes and the surprise. She builds up the suspense by talking about Tom's embarrassing outfit and slow plays it before revealing Obama at the very end. These are all ways that you can transport your audience to the specific moment that you're reliving. And more importantly, acting out your story is actually what will make you come off as more confident and genuine. And that leads to my second way to lean in order to give off confident energy. Lean into your authenticity. See how Margot does this when she explains why Ryan was the perfect fit to play the role of Ken in Barbie.
There's a video years and years ago, and you're on the street and you stop a fight from happening. 2 people are about to get in a fight and you come in like a hero, but like a humble hero, and save the day. And that was wild all over the internet. And I remember that video and I remember thinking, he must be a really good guy. And we need a good guy to play Ken, because they're going to be directed by
a female director, and you got to be pretty secure in your masculinity to go on the Barbie ride the way that Ryan did.
Now, Margot is using the 3-part framework for giving a genuine compliment that anyone would like. First, she starts with the why. Margot's why was why Ryan was the ideal fit for Ken. Second, she makes her compliment specific. What did Ryan do specifically that stood out to her? And third, she uses non-verbal cues. When your gestures are matching what you're saying, it makes you that much more credible. My favorite example of Ryan's approach to authenticity came during his Global Globe Awards speech in 2017 for his role in the hit movie La La Land, where he thanks someone in particular.
My lady was raising our daughter, pregnant with our second, and trying to help her brother fight his battle with cancer. If she hadn't have taken all that on so that I could have this experience, it would surely be someone else up here other than me today.
First, he matches his tone with his words. His voice is quiet and soft to acknowledge the hard work of his wife behind the scenes. Second, he gives his why with specifics. And third, he ends with what matters most to him. Now, the final way to give off confident energy is to lean into the moment. Specifically, when you come across an awkward situation, the key is to acknowledge the awkwardness of the moment, which thereby diffuses the awkwardness and makes you seem that much more confident. See how Margot responds right here.
Margot, she'll blush, she won't tell it, but she is an enormous Harrison Ford fan. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, I am. This is really weird.
That's why we separated you.
Yeah. Perfect that way.
And by addressing her awkwardness head on, Margot gains the confidence to show her true colors.
I have to admit something, Harrison. Though Indiana Jones is like one of the most iconic characters ever, my favorite movie that you're in is actually 6 Days, 7 Nights.
Oh.
Very good movie if no one's seen it.
I guess it's still available.
Sometimes the moment isn't even that awkward, but you can come off as extra confident by committing to a persona and including others.
First, I want to point out the incredible Kenergy I'm feeling right now.
Wow.
I feel like you have Kenergy, and it's impressing me.
My friend.
My bro homie.
My bro homie.
When you lean into storytelling, authenticity, and embracing the moment just like Margot and Ryan do, you'd be surprised at just how much you can connect with other people. And one former NBA superstar who's leveraged some of these skills to build a media empire is JJ Redick. Check out how he's done that right here.